horrible, but you get so used to it that you almost get numb to it in a way after a time, because you have to bury so many people that you just have to keep pushing on and push through it.
More than 300 Oregonians dead in just the first 5 months of this year by drug overdose, a 40% jump from last year, and a worrying trend as the pandemic adds fuel to this ongoing opioid crisis. Good evening to you, and thanks so much for joining us for KOIN 6 News at 10 tonight. I'm Elizabeth Din.
And I'm Dan Tilkin in for Jeff tonight. The Oregon Health Authority says fentanyl and meth are the main drivers of the spike. KOIN 6 wants to know what's being done at the state and local level to prevent these tragedies.
And our Jenny Young has been looking into this very issue today. Jenny, tell us more about your learning about this very dire and serious issue.
It is really sad, Elizabeth, Dan. So what we're finding out, OHA saying that those numbers show that from April to June, that's when the bulk of those overdoses were. And then it kind of went back down to average for the rest of the summer. But early data showing that November looks like there's going to be another significant increase.
I used from about the time I was about 10 till I was 27. I made a commitment, when I got clean, to live in my mother's honor. My mother died, from heroin related causes. And so, when I get sad and stuff, I just use that energy to try to help the community a little bit more.
Tony Vezina's been clean from drugs for a decade and works every day to stay that way.
Drug addicts want to use, I want to use sometimes. And so having those constant social supports and a lifestyle recovery has helped me, and continues to help me today.
Over the last 10 years, Vezina's helped countless people get into and stay in recovery. He co-founded and runs 4D Recovery, an organization that provides support for young people 18 to 35 recovering from addiction. He says the pandemic has brought on tragedy after tragedy in the recovery community, with loneliness and isolation being linked to many overdoses.
COVID thrives, when people are around each other hanging out, but addiction thrives when people are in isolation. People in recovery, going to meetings, hanging out, fellowshipping, doing everyday life stuff that reinforces and supports the recovery, that has been destroyed.
The Oregon Health Authority says drugs contaminated with fentanyl has been a driver of overdoses this year. Multnomah County Public Health Director Jessica Guernsey says the county gives out fentanyl test strips at their syringe exchange sites and has ramped up distribution of naloxone, a medication that reverses opioid overdose.
We give multiple kits to people when they come to our sites so that they can give them to other people as well.
Vezina says fortunately at 4D, they're still able to have in-person meetings. He says they see around 60 people at both locations every day.
For the people who are just starting the recovery or in recovery now, I would just say, it's our responsibility to build recovery back. That's what we have to do. We have to build it back.
4D Recovery has two sites. They're building a third one in Gresham, downtown Gresham. And if you want information about their services, we've posted the link to their website on KOIN.com and the link to Multnomah County Addiction Services. That link's on KOIN.com as well. Reporting live tonight, Jenny Young, KOIN 6 News.
Jenny, thank you. A powerful reminder that this certainly was a big issue even before this pandemic.